I've been having a lot of fun. Press X out. It's been a lot of ups and downs, Tuka. I have been enjoying it, but holy shit, it's also been stressing me out. So I don't know. I might need a vacation after this, but it's been fun. Uh, yeah, I don't know what the right word for it is. I am both impressed and shocked by the difficulty of this game. I know it's a Souls-like game. They're supposed to be difficult, but yeah, like even from the rip, like even like the first couple of bosses have been like really rough. So I'm sure they will only get easier from here. I did spoil things a little bit. I didn't look up their names or anything, but I was just curious. So this game has 10 bosses in it, and we've killed 4 of them. So it's a pretty short game, but it's a very challenging game. So I guess, yeah, it's short if you're good. So it's gonna be a long game. But yeah, let's get into it. And then yeah, I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be streaming for today. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll probably raid out at some point to get food later this afternoon, and then I'll come back tonight around 7:30 because we're gonna be doing Surgeon Simulator 2. I'm playing with Grizzly, Kimmy, and Marcus. Grizzly and Kimmy are also gonna be streaming. But yeah, well, we might finish Surgeon Simulator. We're pretty close to the end of that game. So, but yeah, let's get into some Eldest Souls. Oh boy. The game does not like my controller. Hold, please. Oh, there we go. I heard it was a challenge, but didn't expect them to go so hard in the paint right out the gate. Yeah. The first boss wasn't actually that bad. He still killed me a ton, just because I was, like, learning the mechanics, but, like, it wasn't that bad. And then the second one was really rough, and then the third and fourth ones were just, like, actual nightmares. Okay, so we have a skill point we can use. We didn't actually do that. Okay, just to let people know, the last time I streamed, I have already died 128 times. And yeah, we've played for 420 hours. 420, blaze it. Nice. We'll have to stream until it I don't know. Maybe we'll get 69 hours in this game too. I don't like it's gotta be good to just continue going down the skill tree, right? Berserk Slash now creates a Fury Fragment. Fury Fragments also grant you 20% of a Berserk Fang. Ooh. Okay, that's kind of cool. And Furies can stack up to 3 times. Yeah, let's get that one. That sounds good. I like the sound of that. We're just gonna go, like, straight down. I guess we could pick... Well, we'll figure that out later. But I'm liking that so far. Oh, I didn't... Okay, that was water. I was trying to figure out what was leaking out of these, like, windows. It's like, hello? So... Now, wait a minute. There wasn't a way to go left or right. Maybe this door is probably open now? Yeah. Yet another old one dissipates, eh? Gentle, peaceful Eos. Never hurt a soul, did you know? It hurt me quite a bit, actually. In times of old, it was quite content roaming the inhabited wilderness of the wild, rarely interacting with humans. To be shackled, caged, and ultimately meet its end in such a violent, abrupt way, our world is on a dark path. And yet the only way forward seems more slaughter. Alright, how do I play this game? That's dodge. That's attack. Okay. I didn't actually figure out how to aim that laser beam. I think it's just whatever direction I'm facing when I press it. And it, like, locks into that position. Is anybody home? Hello? Oh, that's a big boy. Does that statue have a health bar? No, maybe? Okay. Hang on. Let's touch the bonfire. I'm a little confused why this game has fast travel, because it seems kind of linear, but maybe it'll open up more in a bit. Okay, I'm a fan of a larger boss arena. That's kind of nice. Although in theory a neutral city-state, the Citadel architects have never forgotten their ancient origins. The statue of King Otto, last ruler of Murica, stands taller... I know it's Mercia, but whatever. Murica. Stands taller than all of the others. Ironic how work on his greatest statue was completed right before the doom of his kingdom. Okay, there's a lot of different ways to go here. What the heck is going on in here? High Alchemist Rahug? Rouge? Rahoge? Arho. Ah, you must be the rampaging fool I've heard so much about. This is my sanctum, a place of research and experimentation. Alright. I cannot, nay, will not condone destruction without purpose. Destruction without analysis. Leave at once. I have important work to attend to. I could give him the amethyst vial. I'm not doing anything with it. Is this... Where did you? The clarity of the extract, the texture. Absolutely outstanding. Tell me, soldier, are you also after the Watcher's work? You might not be the foolish barbarian you appeared to be. No offense, of course. You've done well to bring this to a more educated mind. Excuse me. Please bring more of such artifacts to me. We might uncover the pattern just yet. Let's do it. Alright, so he just collects all kinds of random knickknacks that we find. I was kind of hoping for a reward, but that's fine. Arise, O frigid one, who wards from ice and snow. Through war preserve us, through famine preserve us, through heresy... Nope, it says... It's just... Yep, never mind. Okay, I thought they were doing something cooler with that. It's just preserve 3 times in a row. I thought they were giving me like a free literacy test. Like preserve, persevere. Peruse. Here rests Sir Edark the Brave, protector of man, bane of the false gods. Shield broken, shining armor torn asunder, blood spilled upon the frigid spire. And yet his name is remembered. 455th Lunar Cycle, 40th Lunar Cycle, First Crusade. Smothered Heart of Fire. What was that? A small gem of a fiery red complexion, faintly warm to the touch. Can I socket it into stuff? Aha! Ooh. When above 50% HP, that's not gonna be helpful. Maybe. Oh wait, no, it does something. Okay, hang on. It does something different when below 50 HP. Oh god, so it deals damage to me when I'm above 50 HP? And when I'm below 50 HP, every third attack unleashes a torrent of pure water, is healing you for 4%. Artemis! Thank you for the raid. Could one of my lovely moderators please shout at Artemis? How was your stream? What were you playing? The Burge 2 Fur? Excuse me? Welcome on in, Chronal. What's happening, buddy? We just got started here. I'm trying to figure out what I want to use this boss soul on. Yeah, welcome on in, Raiders. What's happening? Alright, maybe we won't use that one. What does this one do? I'm so confused. Hang on. So this one doesn't change no matter where it's slotted? Plague Tale Innocence. Ooh, nice. I've heard good things about the game. I was watching a little bit of it yesterday. Hopefully the kid is still alive. I know there were some mean people trying to kill him. Alright, I don't know. This kind of doesn't sound like a buff, which is concerning me. Like, it's gonna drain my health, which I'm not excited about. But I guess we'll try it. Alright. I'm loving it the kid is alive so far. Alright, good. He seemed like he was in rough shape early on. Alright, so we're gonna fight some kind of ice boss, I guess. But yeah, to anybody who hasn't seen this game yet, it is incredibly difficult. I'm terrified. The whole game is kind of just like a boss rush. Like, there aren't really, as far as I've seen at least, there aren't enemies in the overworld. It's just like boss arena to boss arena to boss arena. Alright, I also don't want to miss stuff, though. Like, I just found a boss soul lying on the ground, so let's make sure we explore everything. Can't break that. I think there was still another. There were like a couple ways to go. A lot of people are after him. The doggo was not my fault. Oh no, yeah. Didn't somebody say you killed the dog? Mm-hmm. Chronal is suspect. God, that was the worst part about playing The Last of Us 2. Was that, like, there's just, like, a ton of dogs that attack you, and it's like, I don't want to hurt dogs. I love dogs. The Crimson Baron was one of the most infamous border barons. His bloodshed and cruelty feared across the continent. Nevertheless, his knights were the first to support the Murica army. It's not Murica, but I'm pronouncing it Murica. In the long years of the First Crusade, hated by his people, but forever remembered by his successors. Sorry I'm late. I fell out of bed and clipped through my floor. Oh my god, second. Oh my god. Well, I'm glad you made it back into the map of your house. To anyone not familiar, second place is really good at falling out of floors in video games. I've literally never seen someone so gifted at falling out of bounds. He was alive, you started playing, he died. Coincidence, I'm sure. Yeah. Unavoidable. Okay, so he sent me a clip last night where he's playing, was it Neo the Matrix? It was a Matrix game. And he's, like, walking down a hallway, gets knocked down, something explodes, like, a television lands on him, and it pushes him, like, through the bottom of the map. Just, like, a TV flying through midair just knocks him out of the map. Unlucky. A faded painting depicting the verdant plains of Cumbria, the wealthiest country, the kingdom of Murica. Fertile plains dotted by channels, fields, and orchards. And yet, the small folk slept with pikes and pitchforks next to the hearths, for war and brigandry was never far. See, I'm just, like, stalling for time, chat, because I really don't want to fight another boss. So I'm making sure I drink in all the literature. What are you? Oh, you can turn pages with your brain. Hello. I don't know. Knothole of the Wise. Another wanderer I see. Welcome to the old library. Or should I say, the last library? Who knows anymore, right? Am I right? I came here to learn from the great scholars, but alas, I was too late. Nothing is left of the Great Order, but their histories live through these books. What better place to wait out the end? Especially on a world record pace speedrun. Oof. It's just like just a television set in like a wrestling uniform, just like got you from the top rope. I still got wait, you still got world record, but it would have been 3 minutes better if I didn't have to reload the checkpoint. Holy shit! Congratulations, second. What the heck? You haven't even been running that game for that long. It's been like what, like 2 weeks maybe? That's nuts. Say, why don't you come back once you find something interesting? The Citadel is filled with remnants of the past, and I think almost everything has its own history. That might be all we have left at this hour, don't you think? What would you like to know more about? I have a option. This has to come from the Island of Dawn. No doubt about this, I ought to say. I'm surprised one such as yourself would have an item of this kind. Even the bravest Vashan merchants seldom dare take the trip to this island, or to the island. Too risky. And were your ship to make it, it is well known that the will of the mages is flimsy at best. I've heard tales. Dark tales of sacrifices, exiles, and executions due to an astral sign, or some other obscure omen. Losing one's head is no good for trade, if I had to guess. These sorcerers have long abandoned the old gods just to put their destiny in the hands of the firmament? What can they see among the stars, I wonder? Oh, I should stop talking so much. Fair enough. There's only one other person on the leaderboard, and his run was very unoptimized. A world record is a world record, and we take those. We take those all the way to the bank. Battle Tanks is a relatively obscure game, and I still am, like, nowhere near world record. Like, even the 2 people that ran it, like, the world record run is, like, nuts. It's like, the world record run is, like, 2 minutes short of, like, a TAS run. Play game twice, beat world record by 5 minutes. Tells you everything you need to know about the game and its fan base, or lack thereof. Whoa. To my liege, Sir de Vrelier? Vreli? This is a lot of reading. There's the forest and moons and abyss and blocking our advances on natural things on the 3rd day last night. Hunters, big pig, ate some people. Super scary. They went to hell. They stabbed it. I'm just giving you the spark notes. It's got hooves. That's all you need to know. Big pig. This is how boar's head ham was invented. I loved spark notes. Yeah, I didn't use spark notes super often. I probably only used it like twice ever, but I always wanted to. It was always super convenient. Alright, so I think there's only one actual way to go, right? This was all just lore. Or no, I didn't go this... I didn't go... Ooh, okay. There's 2 ways to go. So I can go all the way left to the ice world, or this nice, peaceful forest. Which I'm sure has nothing bad in it. I did not use... Okay, I used it twice ever in high school, Chronal. I never used spark notes in college. I'm trying to think... There might not have even been an opportunity where they would have been useful, now that I think about it. But yeah, no. I think I tested out of English 101, so they put me in English 102, like, freshman year. And that was the only time I had to take an English course. Sunfire Butterfly. A massive sunset butterfly captured in a small bottle. They release a burst of flames when killed, allowing the ignition of campfires. Okay. Well, we'll have to see what we can do with this Borboleta. Is Borboleta Grande. There's a controversy in my high school where like 90% of the kids wrote a paper off the Spark Notes for a farewell to arms. They got found out when they all wrote about the exact same metaphors. Oh no. That's why it's like, copy my homework, but make it slightly different, okay? Hi. Huh, rare to see people of your kind these days. What are you doing here, child? I guard these woods against trespassers, but I'm afraid I've started to return to the earth. Harder to stay awake. It pains me to admit it, but the Ancient One has been corrupted. I advise you to leave these woods at once, lest you be devoured. Are you calling me a snack? Devour hour. Alright, so we got a big old overgrown tree. Is it weird to anyone else that that stone is flashing when I'm near it? Is that just me? He thinks you're looking mighty tasty. I'm calling lunch the Devour Hour from now on. Okay. I stole that from Street Fighter V. There's a character called Nakali, and when he comes in, he just goes like, Devour Hour. Oh, I got a stone. Yeah, I forget the exact quote. It's like, I actually don't remember the quote at all, so maybe I shouldn't say it. Something to the effect of like good comedians do something, great comedians steal. That's definitely not the quote, but somebody with an actual brain could tell me what it is. So yeah, I can steal other people's work and pass it on as my own. We got like a symbol, but I can't interact with it. Can I stick a butterfly in the door? Sure. This is like original Zelda, like hole in the wall. Why are there spikes and blood on the ground? Hello? Is that a dragon egg? Oh. The Bright Inquisitioner. Ah, I can feel it. You carry a heart, don't you, child? Yet another of the Bright Order falls within this cursed place. His remains will never join the sacred pyre. My heart weeps, truly. You've done well to bring the heart back to me, child. It carries within the very spirit of Azuraktar. Look into its flames. Can you feel it? Coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. There's much left to be done, and yet the numbers of the true followers dwindle. Heed my words, child. Hold the heart close to you and pledge yourself to the Bright Church. I gotta join a faction? Sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag. You've pledged yourself to the Bright Church, and yet the Phoenix God slumbers wounded. Our sacred duty is to aid its recovery, and I expect you to not rest until it is done. False gods plague the Citadel like parasites, locked within their cages. And yet we ought not to underestimate these nefarious presences. Sometimes the smallest fire can cast great heat. Find a false idol within the power of fire and bring its essence to us. Its wicked flames will burn for the glory of Azuraktar. I'm assuming I shouldn't stab the egg. Alright. Alright, nice church that you have, like, under a staircase. So I came in from over there. I don't remember finding anything interesting over here. Yeah, it's so weird that those rocks flash when I go near them, right? That seems strange. I don't think I went this way. Oh. True ice prism. Small ice-like shard, one can only wonder how it preserved itself through time. How does one conquer a land permanently steeped in ice and snow? Great question. What, now they give me a training dummy? Are you kidding me? They make me beat 4 bosses first and then I get a training dummy? Gotta be kidding me. Wow, it's really strange. These rocks keep glowing. Sounds like the famous last words of someone about to get got by an IED. Yeah. That's weird. That's a bunch of strange looking wires. There's just a dragon dead in the water? There's also a dude with a sword stuck in him, just chilling in there. I'm actually really digging this, like, pixel art. It's actually kind of sweet. Like, how they do so much with so little. Alright, we have a bridge. You love to see it. Yeah, there's a lot of dead bodies in this lake. There's a surprising amount of dead bodies in this lake. We got ourselves a cozy little camp. Moon's Way. Got a little fish pond. No, no. Excuse me? Oh, this is getting wild. Stop. Oh man, they're all over the place, aren't they? I'm assuming those are gonna one-shot me. So I go left, right, or up? They have, oh, they all have laser beams. Oh my goodness. You know, they actually didn't one-shot me. I'm shocked. I did all this for a sheet of paper? Are you kidding me? Unit 3 has been leading Legion 1, 2, and 3 along the Moon's Way. Yep. Regrets to inform that heavy casualties have been reported for all 3 legions. Contraptions of the Elder kind protect the way. Physical force seems ineffective, as they have been observed to reform swiftly. They all got killed. Appears to be linked with the moon's shell. Various cracks can be seen upon its surface, and a high degree of Elder influence can be recorded. Yep, yada 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 yada. Advises a swift retreat. Long live the creator. Yeah, it does remind me of the Ancient Guardians in Breath of the Wild. They fortunately do less damage than the Guardians. And they don't send me, like, flying off of a cliff. Uh-oh. Alright. I don't have a lot of health. So, we might be dying coming back here. Rip. Oh, the boxes stay broken. Yay. Thank goodness. I'm really glad they don't shoot at me while I'm here. And that dude got vaporized. Oh. Abyssal Stone. A dark stone with mysterious engravings. Ba-ba-ba. Famous for producing such artifacts buried within the deep layer. Light itself seems to bend and twist around its surface as it's drawn into it. Unsettling sounds can be heard at times while near it. Whispers from the dark. Okay. I mean, just respawning and getting my health back is an effective method of travel, so I'm fine with it. This looks ominous. Oh, looks like we're going to the moon. Oh, I'm gonna have to fight a boss, chat. I don't wanna. Well, the arena is a little bit bigger than the Pepsi can that I had to fight. Do I have to fight a chandelier? So she has, like, lunar phases? Alright, we gotta remember how to play the game. While we learn some mechanics. Oh, those hurt. Ow. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Uh-huh. That did so much damage. What the heck? So I just need to, like, do I need to just, like, boogie before the moon phases fill? Like, does it get harder over time? God damn, that pressure washer is nutty. Alright. So when she starts using the pressure washer, I have to just dodge. Kind of a lot to take in all at once. What do these orbs even do? I can break. Okay, I can break them. That's something. Oh, she got. Oh, I got stuck. Uh-oh. Okay, phase 2 of like 50 probably? No, 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 no. Oh! Damn. Whew. Okay. That's a lot. That's a lot of projectiles to dodge. Can I? Alright, I gotta experiment if I can break the diamonds. I'm not sure. Yeah, just okay. I'll try that. I'll try that, Marcus. Hang on. I'll try not getting hit. Okay, so I think I have to hit those with a power attack. Dude, I'm getting pressure washed right now. Yes, so I can break these, I just have to... Okay, so I think projectile mitigation is, like, really important. I keep pressing dodge. Oh my goodness. What the heck? I think I must have been out of stamina. Okay, so they start as, like, little white crystals, and they get worse over time if you ignore them. Just like mold, exactly. Gotta clean out the mold. Yeah, anything but a haunted chandelier. Ah. I still have not quite figured out how to tell when she's doing the poke shit with the spears. So she can... Oh my god. She can break them too. I kind of wish the auto, like, ugh. Hard to describe, but it is quite tough to actually hit those things on the ground. Like with the follow-up ground slam attack. prone to missing. Hello? Even with... Damn. I feel like I cleared those out super fast and there was still like a million projectiles. Unless that was her spawning them? Wait a minute. There's projectiles that come at me from off-screen, too. I don't know what's causing those. I saw some come down, like, from the bridge below me. Okay, I'm definitely dead. You also don't get a lot of... You don't get much health off of... I'm stuck in her. Oh god. My stage is getting a little bit smaller. I'm glad she can't push me off of this. Remember when I complimented on how nice the big arena was? Those were good times. I missed. Let's go! Oh! I'm not familiar with that video, Tuka, I don't think. Oh my goodness. Alright. I feel like I got super lucky with that one. Whew. Hoot-a-lally, golly, what a day. Every third charge attack causes a lunar effigy to materialize, following you for 9 seconds. Refreshing the effigy empowers it up to 3 times. Every time it pulsates, it grants you shields. Yo, let's go. Yeah, link it to me in Discord, too, girl. I'll watch it. It's a classic Vine. I'm a millennial. I don't know what Vines are. I guess I'm kind of like a... I'm really just a boomer. Okay, let's see. So now we can get one of these. Fury Fragments spawn faster. They spawn slower, but the buff duration is increased by 1 second. That seems not helpful. Furious causes you to deal 3% extra damage for each buff stack, but increases damage taken by 3%? No, thank you. I don't think a buff of a second is going to actually do anything. So let's just have them spawn faster. I'm the same age as you. I remember the first time I felt old and out of touch. I think I was sitting, I was waiting for, I don't want to dox myself, but I was waiting at some form of public transit, right? And there were just some like teenagers sitting nearby, and they were just like talking about vines, and I was like, I have literally no idea what a vine is or what they're talking about, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm old. It's hopeless. It's over for me. I'm like the plant? I don't get it. For real, Vine was what's up. I feel old and out of touch trying to learn how Discord works. I remember sitting in a Papagino's with a group of our friends, and Noggle Bandit was trying to pitch the idea of starting a Discord server. And I was like, at the time, I was kind of against it because I was a boomer and I didn't understand how it worked. And I was like, but I don't get it. Like, if I want to talk to my friends, I'll just send them a text message. Like, what's the point of Discord? Like, why do we need some random website where we can talk to each other? I can just talk to them. For me, it was when my sister asked what the disposable film cartridge was. Oh, no. She doesn't know. You kids don't know how good you have it. Is there anything else to do over here? I guess I didn't explore upper left. For a second, I thought this was a Hyperlight Drifter. Welcome on in, Ray. It looks very similar. It's got that same pixel art style. But yeah, welcome on in. I am riding a high because we just fought a boss and killed it like super easily, especially compared to the other bosses I've been fighting. But yeah, we fought a giant demon chandelier in the moon and kicked its butt. Okay, does this guy say anything? He doesn't say anything new. I'm not convinced it isn't yet. I'm a fan of when my nephew comes over and saw our N64 games and asked, who's Tony Hawk? Oh, no. Who's Tony Hawk? Tony Hawk is like a 50 to 60-year-old man that can't do skateboarding tricks anymore. Seeing a video of YouTube kids being handed a Game Boy and trying to use it like a touchscreen made my soul deteriorate. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember watching like a YouTube video of like Tony Hawk like pulling off some like really difficult trick for like the last time, where it was like, this is gonna be like, you know, I don't remember what it was, like a 480 or something. And I was just like, damn, I feel very sad. Is this just like... Oh, never mind. That's the top of a tree. I thought it was just like the void. I thought this was like Bastion, where there's just like a section of ground missing. If I was a game developer, I would hide something in this wall. But I'm not a game developer. Thus, there is nothing in the wall. Yeah, he can still do them. He just shouldn't, probably. When the Master of the 900 ends his career on a 480 something or other, yeah. I don't know skateboarding, man. Alright. I feel like we should take a brief detour to talk to these NPCs again. I might have collected something useful for them. Unsure. Why don't you come back when you find something interesting? I'm doing my best. Sorry the soul of a demonic chandelier isn't interesting enough for you. I thought it was cool. It's like showing your parents like a pet rock when you're a kid and they're like, oh wow, that's really neat, honey. That's amazing. It's like, well, I thought it was shiny. There's my favorite meat cleaver. He has a favorite meat cleaver, chat. Or are you calling me a meat cleaver? Oh. Okay. What have you brought today? I thought I had a meat cleaver for him. Am I just a meat cleaver to you? Evil demon chemists and laboratories only want one thing, and it's disgusting. Okay, so we got some kind of like ice shard as a key item. Which seemed like it might have hinted at being able to withstand cold weather, but not 100% on that. I'm pretty excited to test out these, like, overshields. Use the true ice prism. Oh. Are you kidding me? That's some Lara Croft Tomb Raider remake bullshit. I just, like, trip and get impaled on an icicle. I spawned all the way back here, too. You've got to be shitting me. Well, that's the end of the adventure, chat. Our hero is clumsy. There's a white dude in an infomercial. He just tripped down a flight of stairs and died. You hate to see it. Oh, okay, so where's the bard? Can talk to her again. I heard the tales of the astronomical devices within the Citadel, and I hoped I could finally heed my master's guidance by utilizing one. But alas, this is the only one still intact, and frozen solid at that. Quite unusable. Makes me think of Shadowgate. Your torch goes out and you just trip in the darkness and die, yeah? Oh, man. I actually really liked the Shadowgate remake, too. Like, I know it was originally on NES, but the newer one was actually really good, too. To just have my master's advice one more time. Without it, I feel quite lost. It is a terrible thing to be alone. If only I could gaze at the stars one more time. Yes, I'm sure just one more time would be enough. I can probably unfreeze this for you, dude. Crusader, how did you... Outstanding! You're a true friend. A true friend of the dawn. I cannot wait for the night. I'll finally have my orders. Here, take this. Is but a small token of my friendship, but please keep it with you. I like that the game doesn't show you the item that they give you. Did he give me anything? What? Hello? Here, take this. He just like holds his hands out and like dumps it and there's just nothing in it. It's like, what? Here, take my eternal gratitude. Did he seriously not give me anything? What? Here, this is but a small token of my friendship, and please keep it with you. He didn't give me anything. Whatever. You can examine the astral layer within the with the powerful lenses of the telescope. Many light dots seem to almost stare back at you as you gaze into its expanse. One can almost hear a faint, peaceful hymn within the stars. Hopefully there's no eldritch horrors lurking. Oh. He's got something for me. Hunter's Charm? I need to go back and play that again. Yeah, it was really good. Tuka, thank you for the lurk. Much appreciated. Rectangular shaped wooden pennant with a deer-like figure carved into it. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Let me read that again. Maybe that'll... It goes without saying that most hunters from the Great Forest followed such rights to the letter. I wonder if now that I have this, that tree dude will let me in. Maybe. Maybe. Did I end up consuming that ice item? Rusted key. A weathered key, parts of it are corroded by rust, but it might still work. Okay, wall access gates. Alright, well, I'll be more careful. Oh! There better be something over here. There's a skull. The Frigid Father. Awake, at last. I'm what your kind call the Frigid Father. I've kept watch over the world since its crystallization. You've done well to seek us. The world is sick, decaying. Soon, old ones and the children of men will perish alike. Evil and righteous, guilty and innocent. Everything and everyone will fade and decay. We ought to prevent this. We ought to preserve. Surely you see the logic in this, yes. For it is the only hope left. Excellent. Then our work must begin. I'm finally awake, but my power is fledgling. While I sleep, the youngling has siphoned much of my power. To think I thought of him as my successor once. You ought to find a way to siphon Chaim's power and return to me what was once mine. There's great power within his prison. Ice endures, ice remembers. You ought to find a way to siphon his power and return to me what was once mine. Hurry now. Time is short. Okay. Didn't get gored. Yeah, that's a shortcut once we beat the boss or something. Oh, lordy. Oh, Lord. Okay. Hey, buddy. Does he put ice stacks over my health? Alright, I ran out of dodges there. Grizzly, welcome on in. Yeah, we beat Pepsi Man and the Pepsi logo. And we even beat a demon chandelier. I definitely need to learn some of this dude's attacks. I kind of don't get it. That's hard to dodge. Oh, he's freezing me solid. Oh no, I don't like that as a mechanic. Okay. Wait, I got a hint, make sure to spend your skill points. I did? Okay. This is the generic hint. Alright, so if I get hit with too many ice moves, I get frozen solid. And then I die? Question mark? Oh no, this the blue bit. The blue bit's not ice. The blue bit's overshields, I think. All right, so he can slam his fist into the ground and put like spikes under where I'm standing. Not sure how that works. Phase 2! Oh, yay! That was a shack dunk, yeah. He broke the backboard on that one. 100%. I got hit by a projectile while charging my dash, and then ran back into the projectile after dashing, and that just insta-killed me. Whoopsie daisy. I am really trying to not be here right now. No! Damn. Kimmy! Welcome on in, Kimmy. What's happening? So I know I'm dying to him a lot, but I actually like this boss fight. Like, it's enjoyable. What the heck? I can't pause the game. Oh no. Creature, thank you for the raid. Can I please get a shout out for Creature? What were you playing? What the heck? Jarvis, thank you for the host. Oh my goodness. There's too much going on right now. My poor tiny brain. Welcome on in, Raiders. Tabletop Simulator. Ooh. Creature, thank you for the follow. We're playing Eldest, which is really fun but incredibly difficult. Oh. I am a bit of a sadist. Yeah, I've been liking the game so far. The first couple of bosses we fought were incredibly difficult. This guy, I think, is manageable. I just need to not suck. Dear God. Ooh. Okay, 1 health and a dream. Okay, anyways. Yeah, welcome on in, guys. Heck. I don't know what to do about this guy. Sketchy Jess, welcome on in also. Welcome, welcome. I'm in the 7th inning stretch. So the game has 10 bosses, and we've beaten 6 of them, I believe. I think I'm beat 6. So yeah. Let's get this big dumb icicle. Let's kill this oversized popsicle. So I guess the people that haven't seen this game before, the general mechanic is you don't have healing potions, but you have like a charge attack, and if you land your charge attack, like my sword will glow red, you'll slowly accrue health over time. So that's kind of like the main gist of it. It's just like finding windows of opportunities to get a charge attack off so you can heal. And the game is basically just boss fights. Like, there's a little bit of lore and stuff, but the overworld doesn't have any enemies. It's just like Just like a boss rush. You go from arena to arena. Oh boy. I think I got hit by like 5 stalactites. I'm trying to pay attention to the stalactites on the edge of the map. I can't tell when he launches them, but like that's something I need to focus on really heavily, not getting hit by those. But I haven't figured out a tell yet to see when they're gonna launch. Because there's a bunch of other stuff I have to focus on too. So like, does he have to do something to launch them? Or do they just kind of go? And also, you have a limited number of dodges, but if you get a perfect dodge, it will refund your dodge back so you can dodge again quickly. He'll flash like green if you like just press dodge at the right time to miss a projectile. Like that. No lore in a game, count me in. There is some lore, Grizzly, but there's no fall damage. Oh yeah, Grizzly, you should show off your new emotes, by the way. Yes, he finally got new emotes. It only took him like a year. So he has to do that huge wind-up animation to send the crystals? I think. That makes my life a little easier. Or he just does it to... I don't even know. He did it there for some other random effect. Maybe there's like a subset of attacks that he has that triggers when he does that. I don't know. My health is not regenerating quickly. Holy shit, I thought I dodged that one. I guess not. Oh, there they are. A little dark, but I'll take it. Dark mode viewing all the time. Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously going to be a giant fan of the fall damage one. I cannot dodge this dude's bullshit. first time I'd ever dodged that attack. I don't know what he's doing. Woo! Let's go! Oh, man. Alright. That boss was difficult, but I enjoyed it. Unlike the Pepsi can logo, like, it was difficult, but it was fun. Thank you for the GGs. I might be able to work on doing highlights on the outside of them so they pop a little, add it to my when we invent the 25th hour list. Yeah, I guess it really depends on if it's in dark mode or, like, light mode, how well the emote shows up. Like, you might be able to see the, like, trails of the bear falling if it's lighter in the background. Alright. What did we get out of this guy? Successfully dodging causes your next dash within 1.5 seconds to cost no stamina. Ooh. Is that better than the loadout I have? No, but we can do... Oh, wait, can I just put it here? Activation now only consumes 70% of a Berserker's Fang, however it also deals 70% of the damage. Is that even better? Why does that seem like a nerf? Whatever. I'm trusting the game that that's actually good. Alright. Collecting Fury Fragments causes you to heal for 3% HP for each Berserk buff stack active. Collecting Fragments unleashes a shockwave dealing damage. Or when Furious is refreshed or expires, cause an explosion dealing 7 damage for each Berserk buff stack active. I kind of like the sound of the shockwave, honestly. Alright. Aha! Okay, so we killed the boss. Oh, wait a second. Hang on. We killed the boss, so we should go talk to this icicle dude. Pepsi can logo. Yeah. I don't know. This is the first thing that popped into my head. Alright. Let's not get spiked. Why does that kill me, dude? I, like, brushed up against it. Instantly wasted. Oh, heck. Hello? Poink? There's great power within the prison Icenders. Oh. That was not the guy he was talking about. Okay, never mind. That was not the ice boss he was talking about. I just got... What? Huh? I just got pimp slapped by a pink hand and it one-shot me. Yeah, the ice boss you're looking for is in another castle. What? Slapped the shit out of me. Why did I spawn somewhere else? What is going on? I'm so scared. What is happening? Hello? I don't know what's happening. I died and spawned somewhere else. No, stop the violence. Oh my goodness. Okay, if I dodge too close to the edge, I get killed. Yeah, I guess it's falling with less animation, right? It's like, haha, you fell off and died. It is difficult to dodge when you can only point in 8 directions. This place, I'm gonna die to gravity more times than the boss. What the hell? Did you try just walking? I did once, but like not... Yeah. Walking kills you. Second, as a fellow speedrunner, I am offended that you asked me to walk. I cannot believe that. Wait, am I somewhere else? No, I'm back where I was. Oh. Okay. Baby, don't slap me. No more. Oh, I can actually break these mirrors. Okay, he got launched that time. Okay, I can break the mirrors. That's... Oh my goodness. Am I bad at this? Yeah, at least I'm not falling through the floor. Oh, they unlock new ways to go. Look at that, look at that. Alright, looks like a dead end for now. Damn it! Alright, we've got a bit of a maze, chat. Why did I go this way? Or no, yeah. God damn it. I guess we're just trying to get onto those hands. Hey, buddy. Am I fighting like a lich? I kinda got lucky on guessing with this one. Oh, I'm playing Fall Guys. Thanks, I hate it. I have to fight copies of myself? What the heck? So you're just excellent at this game now? I can answer that too. No. No, I am not. I am definitely killing them faster, but I would not say I'm good. Yeah, never mind. Definitely not good. Oh, it like pulls you in too. I didn't notice that. Okay. No. No. Okay. I at least don't have to do the, like, platforming section. Wait, this one's already broken? Aha, take that. I've been beating up your phylactery. No. Alright. I gotta try to figure out if there's a way to tell which one's the real one. There probably is. Why is there a Tootsie Pop that follows you around? I think that's my overshields. I have some ability that's doing that. That was not good. Oh, I ate like 4 of those orbs. Okay, I'm at super low health. Odin! Odin, thank you for the 8 frickin' months of support. How you doing, buddy? Okay, there at least it looked like his hands were glowing brighter. So maybe the real one has glowier hands? I'll have to see if I can tell. Now they all kind of have. This one was doing something different, at least. He didn't have glowing hands, but he did. This could be a good pattern, actually. I'm doing good, Odin. I'm currently getting my butt kicked by this boss, but other than that, I'm good. His phase 2 is fearsome. There's a lot to pay attention to. Which one's doing something different? They're all doing the exact same thing. Fuck. Oh my god. You're doing a great job from where I'm sitting. Oh, I'm doing my best. Oh my goodness. I couldn't tell that time. It didn't look like he was doing anything different. Unless in phase 2, you just can't tell anymore which one's the real one. I mean, that's a way to make it harder, but that seems kind of mean. Alright, let me know, chat. Let me know if you can see a difference. So, like, this one looks different. This is like the worst RNG I've ever had in my life. Oh my goodness. That was bad. Which one is it? So, like, this time he did like a little twirl so that you could tell it was the real one. Okay. I missed that one. Oh, I can't believe I got hit by that. My health is so low. I don't know what's going on, but I just got, like, wrecked. I took so much damage because I couldn't tell which one was the real one. So just not touching the orbs. Alright, I'll try not touching the orbs this time. I could not tell which one was the real one right before entering that dream world the second time, and it killed me because I lost like 95% of my health. I literally can't move. just me or is this dude feistier today for some reason? Oh my goodness. Oh! Wait a minute. So this is only, like, punishment if I get hit. Right? I wonder if I don't get hit in that phase, what happens. Well, now I'm curious. I thought I had to do this. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I guess so, Grizzly. I'm stuck on him and I can't fucking move. Oh my goodness. I mean, I can just hang out. Does this not end if I don't end it? I don't have any, like, projectiles. Okay, what if we don't get hit in this section? Do we just get a free punish on him? Not a free punish, but we get to skip the dream section, I guess. Oh, I went too early. I burned all my dodges on accident. Did I just kill him on accident? I feel like that wasn't even me. Oh, I thought he was shooting something at me. I panicked. Oh, alright, cool. I wasn't even mentally prepared to win there. I thought I was dead. And then I think he just died to like tick damage, like residual damage. I'm invested, so you have to beat this fight before my lunch is over. Odin, I hope I beat the fight before your lunch is over. If you're still here. Holy cow. Alright. So now we have unlocked World Breaker. So having at least 3 stacks of Furious causes your Blood Burst to become a World Breaker. It's a stronger version that requires no Bloodthirst and causes 2 Fury Fragments to be created instead of 1. Sign me up. Hitting with World Breaker causes all the Fury Fragments to gain unique properties. You instantly teleport to another fragment if one is present, dealing 10 damage. I don't like that at all. You did with plenty of time to spare? Hell yeah. Alright, this dude is just straight chilling. I feel like the randomly teleporting around the map could get confusing for me, but we'll try and let this rock. So the more important question is that all that's in this area? And do I... Okay, my follow-up question was, do I still get pimp slapped by a pink hand if I already killed the boss? And the answer is yes. Yeah, like, there's still more ways to go. Ooh. Am I really gonna have to dodge projectiles while reading this? In a time long past, the old gods ruled over mankind. Even under their godly protection, men were recorded to on moonless nights dream the most peculiar nightmares. I am dreaming of a peculiar nightmare, and it's me getting pimp slapped by this nonstop. I might... my curiosity for exploration might be overruled by my frustration of getting pimp slapped repeatedly. Alright, I'm off. Good luck. Try not to go crazy. Alright. Catch you later, Odin. I hope your work day goes by quick. Okay, it's just like research notes of some soldiers that entered the Singularity. Alright. Great. Alright, let's just get the hell out of here. Alright, tell you what, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break. Get up and stretch a little bit. And we'll get back to killing some more bosses. I've lost count now. Is that number 7? Or is that number 8? But I think we have 2 or 3 bosses left to do. But yeah, I'm gonna flip it to a break screen. Anybody in here that might be new, October 17th, I'm gonna be doing a speedrunning event on this channel with a bunch of good friends of mine. It's gonna be from noon to midnight. It's gonna be a good time. So yeah. Check out my promo screen about it, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. get back at it. Ah. I will note that the difficulty of this game has been weird so far. Yeah. Like, the first boss was not hard because it was kind of the intro boss. The next 3 bosses were, like, controller smashingly difficult. And then, since I have all these different abilities and power-ups and stuff, like, a lot of the other bosses have been, like, challenging, but still, like, fine. Like, not insane. Alright. So I need to think about where have I not been. We can talk to the dude in the forest. Like, maybe this hunter's charm is something he's interested in. Also, we can... I mean, like, we can talk to the dude in the church here, but I don't think we got anything useful. Alright, so he's looking for a false idol. Haven't come across any of those. Maybe next time I'm at the grocery store I can pick one of those up. It is the 15th day since the walls fell. Dark things roam the streets. Dark things hold the gates. I cannot leave. My family has been taken. Their screams still haunt me, but I couldn't help them. There are others hiding about like me, but I daren't approach. Something terrible is happening within the temples. Strange lights at night and screams that are not of this world. I have not slept, drank, or eaten in many days. And yet, I can still stand. I don't know how. The watchers get closer and closer to my hiding place every night. I will soon have to move. I hear the stories about the forest, but I have no other choice. Amin, Elion, Dasha. If any of you make it back, please find this note and know I'm still alive. I'll make my way back to the sanctuary once it's safe. Please know I'm still alive, says the note attached to a skeleton growing out of a tree. So there's this building up here. But I wanted to talk to the... what's his face? Yeah, okay. So we can show him the charm. Huh, so be it, young hunter. In time you will understand that the old one is beyond redemption. His soul has been tampered with. But fear not, for the forest will live on. Your sacred duty is to slay the old one and restore the forest. I don't understand. I was expecting him to open the door, but I guess not. Doesn't look like he moved any tree roots or anything. I still have the charm in my inventory. I don't know. Classic Dark Souls logic. I'm sure it affected something dramatically somewhere else. Alright, had it with these reindeer games. Yeah. Alright, this dude has been clapping me up. Not the dear... Oh, dear God. What have I got myself into? Why did it go full screen on the arena randomly? I really wish I hadn't looked at his health bar. Oh, man. That's embarrassing. Well, shit. I know. Oh, man. I was wondering if you could stop repeatedly slapping me in the face, please. Wondering if I should just dodge, like, until his rage buff is gone. Like, if I should just hang out. Oh, Jesus! What the heck? That was a terrifying wombo combo. He made the entire screen explode, and then, like, dashed half the screen, and then slapped me. Peter, please. I don't know where I am. Oh my goodness. Where's the hunter from Bambi when you need him? Yeah, could you be a deer and just die, please? I really do not like that ability. The most recent boss skill I got that like teleports me randomly, it's just confusing. I don't even see how it's useful in combat. Like, it's not like it's gonna trick the boss. He just auto-corrects to wherever I am. Might have to take that one off. Dude, these plants are obnoxious. I can't... Oh. They all... Ooh, okay, I just started, like, sliding randomly. Yeah, they all, like, pull you towards them wherever you are on the stage. And it's... messing with my movement. Which one was the one that, like, teleports me randomly? It's this one, isn't it? Alright, let's see. A swirl of dark tendrils follow you for 3 seconds, dealing 5 damage and healing you for 100% of the damage. But I would have to replace the purple one. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like that one. What does the shields do? Every 3 seconds it pulsates, granting you a damage buff and completely fills your bloodthirst bar. That sounds kind of nice. I don't know if I want to give up shields for that, but let's give it a shot. And And this is every 4th charged attack deals 20% damage. Oh, so it still has the same effect. Well, it's tied to the charge attack instead, which might be better. I guess that way at least it happens after I'm attacking him, right? So like I'll have finished my attack, and that's where I'm most vulnerable. And maybe it's good to teleport in that kind of a scenario. I'm really upset I couldn't have just hit him literally once that last time. Dude, the ground is also covered in spikes that if you touch any of them, they hurt you. Yeah, I'd like my dashes back, please. I wish I had that one back, too. Come on. Did I kill him? Or is that phase 2? What? That's phase 2? Get the fuck out of here. What? You've got to be shitting me. What? At least let me fight that boss, right? Like, I'm gonna go in and not have to fight the deer again? Wait, why does the deer god have, like, no health? Or did that happen last time, too? Is it just me, or does he not have as much health as last time? I haven't been paying attention, but... Does he have less health now that I've killed him the first time? What did I just come back to? You came back to some grade A horse shit, Dez. I was about to give a speech about how this boss was, like, really challenging, but not, like, too difficult. And, I can crumple that up and throw it in the trash. I can burn that speech. He may have actually started at half health. I cannot remember. I honestly can't. Thank you for the clip, second place. Yeah, the roots grabbing my ankle, which, like, cancels my charge attack, is also awful. I feel like he has the same amount of health, so I'm not sure. Every time a root hits me, it stuns me and holds me in place. Oh my god. It just punted me off the top of the screen. Oh, man. I don't... Why did my heal never went off? I keep getting a bunch of my attack animations keep getting canceled by like roots grabbing me. And it's so confusing. Like it completely like throws off the rhythm of combat. Like I don't even know what's going on anymore when I get grabbed. And they just kind of He is enough to have to pay attention to without having to also watch all the, like, roots following me. So if I'm in the house when he's done building it, I take damage. How do I heal in this fight? I don't get it. What? Can I not heal? Fuck, dude. I need healing. There was a little conduit looking thing on the side. Maybe if you hit that with snakes. Okay. I'll keep an eye out. This is probably a boss where if you teched into the, like, parrying skill tree, you're probably having, like, the time of your life. You just, like, parry everything he does, he just melts. Alright. I don't know where I am, but I guess that worked. That's a lot to have to dodge at once. That did fucking 95% of my health! Dude, that was a 75% screen move! Oh my god. What is this? Oh my god, I had my toe on the line. I got most of the way of... I don't know. I felt I got really lucky with that fight, too. Like, when he started doing the, like, crazy Bob the Builder shit with, like, making, like, 4 houses at once, I just got lucky that I went the right way. I didn't know which way he was building on. His moves do so much damage. I mean, if the guy wants to come in and crush him before I have to do this, I would not be complaining. Oh, that okay, so that canceled my charge attack. I was not expecting him to shoot so many of those out at once. What the hell? He did them like one at a time the first time, and that was just like brap, brap, brap. Okay. Alright. He could shoot a conveyor belt of laser beams. Got it. Not sure if you found this out yet, but apparently you can reallocate your skill tree points at any time. I didn't know that I could reallocate the points. I know I could reallocate, like, the boss soul skills. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I want to learn parrying. I feel like I'm in a rhythm. Alright, so to dodge those, you have to dodge at, like, that angle. Because if you dodge straight, you fall into the next one in line. Oh my god. Okay. Those are gonna be tough to dodge. Yeet. have helped if I stopped missing literally all of those. Alright. I think he only actually triggers those when I'm near him, but I kind of need to be near him to do damage. I'm dodging and these walls are just getting in my way. Wait. If I dodge in between the laser beams, it one-shots me? Or, like, not one-shots me, but, like... Wait, so I can't be in the middle section between the two beams, or it kills me? Oh, okay, so he was doing... Okay, alright. He was doing 2 attacks at once. Okay. That makes me feel a little better. I just got unlucky. That's fine. I was like, but the beams are too far away for me to dodge through them. I'll just die. It's alright. He was Bob the Buildering while shooting the beam dog. How did that hit me? Okay, you do actually have to find your way out. Do I need to break this? What? Okay, you can't break those. I don't know what those do, but... okay. I don't know what this do. I don't know where I am. Oh, I am like ping pong balling around right now. Okay, that was a really bad cycle. I'm probably gonna die. Dude, it's so fucking fast, you can't even react! What the fuck? Oh my god. If I'm standing right in the middle, does it spawn a wall on top of me? Like, how does that work? Does it just push me to, like, the left or the right? Or does it just build, like, a different kind of wall? Guilty Spark is not playing. Yeah. Guilty Spark's older brother is fucking me up right now. I wouldn't have noticed, or it wouldn't have helped, but I noticed his eyes blink before he sends out a laser beam. Okay. I just got really confused by the conduit things, because they have health bars, but I guess they're just timers. Like, I thought that I could break them. I still don't know what they do, but... I can't break this, right? No. Okay. No, my charge wore off. Oh. Alright, I'm in trouble. Chuckles, I'm in danger. fucking go! Face, shut the fuck up, Taz. Latin Chief, welcome in, man. What's happening, buddy? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. That was something else. I am doing much better now, thank you. You know, I was content with the 2-phase boss fights, and then they gave me a 3-phase boss fight, and that was too much. What the hell? Well, what do I want to level now? Let's get chain... Oh, I can only... Ooh, okay, so I can only pick one per tier. So I guess we go... Yeah, we start going up the right side, right? Alright, so what's the new boss soul do? You can now dash while at 0 stamina, but it costs 22% of your health instead. That will get me killed, so that... that can stay in my pocket. We're not equipping that one. I'll never look at deer the same way again. Yeah, you got to be careful, guys. If you go out in the woods and you come across this thing, it's game over. So I just be like me, you know, be a streamer. Just stay indoors. Just don't go outside. It's dangerous. Mother Nature's scary. Alright, so we killed that boss. I don't know what that did, but it definitely did something. It might be better than being hit, but I sometimes, like, mash dodge while panicking, and that will definitely just insta-kill me. Like, it's a bad habit, but I could be, like, trying to get a dodge out and press the dodge button, like, 15 times in a row. I just see that going poorly. I sense a change within the forest. The old one is no more. And yet, I can feel part of its spirit within you, child. And yet, these woods remain corrupted. The sacred altars are spoiled and defiled. I fear only the power of the old ones could restore them. And yet, the fragment you carry within yourself lacks the potency to cleanse them. If only there was... a way to... channel the energy of the old one. What does it do to the other slots? That's a great question, Des. Or Noggle, excuse me. Pringles came out with a wavy burger flavored chips. Lay, I know that, like, for a while, like, Lay's potato chips had, like, some really, really out there potato flavors. Like, I just remember, like, walking into a Subway and you could see, like Reuben flavored potato chips. Or, like, biscuits and gravy flavored potato chips. And it's like, I'm good. I'm good. I'll stick with an actual Reuben sandwich, thank you. You swing your sword forward in a half moon, dealing 6 damage, but damaging yourself for 1% health. If the attack lands, you're able to reactivate the shard for 5 seconds, increasing the damage and self-damage with each consecutive swing. Oh my god. That sounds spicy. It could be fun, though. Let's try it out. Lay's came out with the laziest chip flavor recently. Literally Funyun flavor. Cool Ranch Dorito flavor? Wait, what? Just go get Funyuns and Doritos. That's hilarious, second. Mountain Dew flavored Pepsi. It's like, what? That's so weird. Okay, so I don't actually know where I'm supposed to go next. Did the tree roots go away? Were the like... Oh, they did. Oh, okay. Well, hang on. Such shrines were common in the Great Forest in the ancient times and were meant to ward the woods against evil. And yet, this shrine seems defiled. Its stone cracked and soaked in blood. Yeah, they just put the wrong label on it. Alright, so we can't break them. But that at least should mean some new directions should open up, since the tree roots are gone. Get some duct tape, we'll just stick it back together again. Don't think I have a false idol yet. Man has a very deep voice. So that would be back to the center. I feel like I cleared out the frost area. I think. I don't know. Maybe some of the NPCs have something enlightening to tell us. I don't know. If I don't find something, like, kinda soon, I think I'm gonna head back to the woods area. The tree roots are gone, so there has to be, like, a way to go over there that I missed. And if I recheck the bridges that go to, like, the moon temple. I really don't want to explore that stupid singularity place unless I have to. I don't think I killed the dude for this guy. Chili Dad. I read that as Chili Dad, like the food chili, and that did not give a good mental image. Big yikes. I wonder if, since I killed, no, I killed the moon boss, but I think, are these laser beams still here? Oh, are they gone? Oh. Okay, that's pretty sweet. How's the game been going since your last, my last run? It's been going a lot smoother, Latin Chief. The first time I streamed it, I'd say the first 4 bosses were... Okay, the first boss wasn't too tough, and then the next 3 were, like, controller smashingly difficult. And now... Today's gone smoother. I think 2 or 3 of the bosses we fought were, like, tough, but pretty... still, like, fun fights. And then the one I just did was rough. I think the one we just did was back in the, like, controller smashingly difficult territory. Actually, okay, Latin Chief, I have a question for you. I'm curious. I feel like I already know the answer, but are you going to get Infinite when it comes out? Out of curiosity. Because I love Halo games, but for me, personally, I'm a little upset that they don't have, like, co-op off the jump. So I'm gonna wait until they actually make campaign co-op and release it. Because that part made me kind of sad. I'm still excited to play it. I'm just, like, sad that it's not, you know, complete. I'll be honest, I'm not even close to sold with it right now. Okay, yeah. My personal feelings about Halo are that, like, all of the games originally made by Bungie, I, like, loved. Like, 10 out of 10 games. And then since they made it, like... Since 343 took over, I haven't been as invested in the story, but I still enjoy the gameplay. Like... I don't know. I like how 5 had no couch co-op and Infinite's just like, we don't even have co-op. Right? They're just, like, slowly taking stuff away. Oh, they're headed the Call of Duty route, in my opinion, yeah. I don't pay too much attention to multiplayer, but that was something that I did notice. There was like a meme that came out, like, a while ago that was like, Halo is slowly turning into Call of Duty, and Call of Duty is slowly turning into Halo. Like, Call of Duty started out as, like, World War II stuff, and then they have, like, you know, laser guns and jetpacks in Call of Duty. And you've just got, like, yeah, ever since they added, like, sprinting to Halo, it's just been kind of funny. It's got, like, sprinting and crouch sliding and all that stuff. Okay, so we haven't interacted with this altar yet. I don't know, we have... I have got to be missing something, like, comically obvious. I just don't get it. We didn't really get much of a hint about where to go next. Not that this game's been heavy on hints, but... Wait, I have a meme idea for this? Oh, snap. It started showing that when Halo 4 came out, but it was still a good story, but when Halo 5 came out, that was the end for Halo for me. Yeah. When they were like, haha, LOL, we killed Cortana, I was just like, bro, like, really? Bungie gives you the keys for 10 seconds and you crash the car? Or like, are you kidding me right now? And they're like, haha, just kidding, she's not dead, but she's crazy, LOL. Second, I deeply apologize if you haven't played, I don't know when Halo 4 came out. I don't want to think about when Halo 4 came out. It's probably been a while. Alright, Daz or anyone in chat, if anyone feels like poking me in the right direction, I am all ears. There's gotta be just, like, a destructible box that I can't see, or, like, some path I didn't take. Maybe I need some item to, like, put on the altars that I don't have? Like, I talked to this dude and he still did not let me in the door. Poke. Thank you for the poke, Sacred. 2012. Oh, no. Okay. Tuka said wait. Okay, I'm waiting, Tuka. Was it really 2012? That's disgusting. That hurts my soul. 2012 was not recent. Oh my god. Coney? I forgot about Coney. Alright, so we have 2 doors that we can't open. We have no way to open them. We had some altars that we can't interact with. I have a confession, Daz. I have not been paying attention to their names. I don't remember fighting anyone named Hyem. Unless it was... I fought one Frost boss, but I didn't think his name was that. It could have been, though. If it helps, I can show you what his arena looks like. I fought the Chandelier, and I fought the dude up here. It's just this, like, circle arena, but there's still, like, a broken bridge. Yeah. I don't remember his name, but we killed this guy. So the reason I didn't think that that was I did fight him? What? So if this was him, why is that Frost dude still telling me that, like, I need to leech his power or whatever? Do I have to equip his shard and talk to him or something? I don't know, because if I killed him, I feel like this guy should be telling me something useful. Right? After you win, you will receive the Wild Hunt Shard before entering the location with the boss and the Tentacles? There's tentacles? That sentence is hurting my brain. Before entering the location with the boss in the tentacles on the right, you can find a skeleton with a note. Yeah. Return to Asylum of Concord. If you've defeated all the listed bosses, you can open the main door inside the shelter. Oh! Okay. Yes. Okay. That is a door I don't think I tried opening. We haven't gone back to this random area. Alright. Thank you, Noggle. I would have never figured this out. Kind of forgot this was here. Just gonna have to fight a staircase as a boss. Uh-oh. Oh, the weather outside is frightful. Once upon a time, the Great Forest ruled the inlands of the continent. After the First Crusade, its god was chained, and the great trees fell to the fire and working of men, making way for fields, villages, and roads. Whoever trimmed that shrubbery needs a raise. I was just thinking that. It's such a beautiful, rounded tree. Look at that. Sorry, Tuka. My bad. Hey, winter is right around the corner. Yeah, it's just made them all marshmallows. I can hear some spooky stuff. I heard something move. I like winter for about the first 3 months, and then I'm like, this is getting old. And then it goes on for a couple more months. And then spring rolls around and I'm like, oh, thank God. The 3 great gates have been sealed as instructed. Conduits of power have been reported to function at the proper rate, and the sealing spells are working as expected. Combat Specimen 1 has been induced into hibernation to maintain its energy reserve, and it's guarding its allocated gate. Unit 12 regrets to note that Combat Specimen 2 is still roaming outside the walls, and its retrieval was a failure. All remaining units have been assembling on the steps of Ascension as instructed. Achievement unlocked: the end times. Did these people have like a competition for who can make the most elaborate looking door? Because I think this guy won. Do I have to play chess now? Let's play chess. I have to fight a wrecking ball? No! Oh god, I have to fight the Pepsi logo on crack. Oh, I have to fight the Pepsi logo's older brother. Yeah, the lack of mosquitoes is nice. I wish I could live in a winter hellscape for forever. Nah. Not me. It's like the exact same boss. I am not gonna enjoy this. I don't know. I might still be mind shattered from the last boss fight. We'll see. I might want to swap to some other game for a bit. That dear god definitely took a toll on my brain. It's the cherry Pepsi logo. Oh no. It's Lay's flavored Pepsi chips. Okay, so I do have to hit... I have to hit his head. Hitting his hand does not count. take it if that orb fills up, it one-shots me. Where did you get a spinning Pickle Rick emote, Noggle Bandit? I would love to know. I'm asking for a friend. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I will put things in the emote-only chat once I'm done fighting this boss. And by done fighting this boss, I mean, like, this iteration of it. Alright. 5 minutes of emote-only chat. Get your best emotes ready, everybody. I want to see them. Let's get a timer going. Sorry. Everybody in chat's going to prison for a little while. You guys be nice to each other in emote jail. Oh, wait, one of my mods already did it. Look at that. Never mind. Haha. Look at my mods being on top of things. What the heck? I don't even have to do anything anymore. I barely even have to stream at this point. Is that the Scooby-Doo van? And the Six Flags guy? Some nice fresh D20s. Oh, I like that one second. That's a good one. Yeah, I don't actually like the, let's just give up for a second. I don't like this as an active shard. I'd rather go back to the first one. What? Oh. Can I teleport there? Yes. Okay. I was like, well, that's the end of the game, I guess. Fun fact, I don't think I ever activated the stone, but okay. You have chosen the path of balance. To have both strength and wisdom is not a common thing among our kind. The Tower of Dawn is pleased with your efforts, and yet one more task remains. Leaving him to his conjuring will be a calamity. It is much to ask, but I ought to regardless. Face the traitor and foil his plans. No matter the cost. No matter the cost. Yeah, I think I read that. Okay, I think I have to stop this from doing whatever the fuck it's doing, or I die. So I'm pretty sure when those explode, I just die. Was I out of dashes? Heck. What is this orb? I don't know what he just... I don't know what ability he just did. Come on! What the fuck? Alright, it's been 5 minutes, chat. Could one of my lovely mods un-emote, chat? What? I don't know. So, like, the thing that really upset me there was the camera panned down to, like, the bottom of the boss arena, and I don't know why, but it confused the hell out of me. And I kind of, like, lost track of my character. I think it was because it was doing the, like, flashing chessboard stuff. But it was just, like, really disorientating. Okay, those orbs on the left and right are probably colored, aren't they? Pertaining to a specific tile layout. Kinda so much to pay attention to. I'd mistime that. Is this guy's name Prince Biceps? I think it's Princeps, which is some kind of rank or like royal member. Okay. King Curls. Yeah, I mean, he's a bird, but he's fucking shredded as hell. He's clearly getting enough protein, I'll give him that. Duke of Don't Skip on Bit. Baron of Bar Curls. Oh. This game is making me realize that I can't pay attention to 3 things simultaneously. I was wondering what the number was, and it's definitely 3. Hell, sometimes there's even 4 things going on simultaneously. Actually, it's actually more than 4. There could be 5 things happening on screen at the same time. No, he blocked the fucking hit. Oh. All right, phase 2, phase 2, phase 2. What's phase 2? Phase 2 is I get chained and my soul gets ripped out of my body? Uh-oh. Man. Yep, this is really fucking stupid. Okay, what's phase 3? No, come on, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? I was joking. Is that it? Get fucked, idiot. Phase 4? Wait, he cut the frickin' world in half? Oh, this is getting anime. RIP. So much for the floating castle in the sky. Oh my god. And let the ancient balance be restored as the world is restored in turn. Hey, let's go. Heck. Oh man. I got very lucky at the end there. I got very lucky. I could have been stuck on that fight for a very long time. Yeah, I don't know what I would consider to be the hardest boss. The Pepsi logo was brutal. It's got to be either Dear God or the Pepsi logo, I think, were the worst for me. Okay, so in terms of how much fun they were, I think top 3 for me would be the ice boss. I really liked a lot. He was difficult, but he was fun. The black and purple necromancer was a super cool boss fight. I liked that you get trapped in a different dimension if you get hit, and you have to break crystals to get out. And then yeah, the chandelier spear was another really fun boss fight. Well, yeah, that was a really cool game. Again, if people want to play something that is incredibly difficult, this is your game. All right, new game plus, lol. You'll keep your progress and continue strengthening your shards and gain more talent points. Be wary, however, as your foes may have gotten new and stronger attacks since the last time you faced them, and the curse of the Eldest becometh ever more stronger.